Hi, good morning. So this morning we are going to talk about getting your horse ready to be ridden. So we've got Holly right here. I'm going to grab her halter and lead rope. She's pretty easy to catch this morning. All right, so we'll take her right here, tie her up. Remy is stealing her food. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is scoot her over. So I'm going to push on her rear end and tell her over. She's kind of in my space. Give her a little bit of love. Good girl. All right, now I'm going to go over here and grab some brushes and we'll get started. All right, so I have a curry brush, a hoof pick with a little brush on it, a hard brush, and a brush for her mane and tail. So the first thing I'm going to do is use the curry. Look at her, she moved over again. Scoot her back over. There we go. I'm going to use this curry on her and try to get off any of her hair that she's shedding. To do this, you just go in a circle. You're going to do that over her whole body. And then I'm going to switch to the hard brush. You push kind of hard, and then you do like a little flick to get all of that dirt and hair off of her. You always want to be really sensitive around the horse's flank area, which is this area right here. They've got that circle, so you want to be careful with that, but you want to make sure you get the entire horse. It's extremely important to brush right here where the cinch or the girth goes, to make sure that there's nothing down there that can bother them once you saddle them up and ride. Another area that you want to make sure you get is always want to do their legs. And when you're doing their legs, you also kind of want to run your hand down the leg on the inside and out and make sure she doesn't have any injuries, that nothing's hurting her. So we checked your front leg. When you're brushing your horse, it's also a time that you can review your horse and see if there's anything wrong with them. So you're kind of running your hands over them, seeing if there's any issues that you need to worry about. So that's also the second reason for making sure you get every part of the horse. Now I'm going to do her mane and tail. And here I'm actually cleaning out her eyes. She's got kind of crusties in her eyes, probably from rolling in the sand. This doesn't mean anything. Now, if her eyes were watering, then we have to worry a little bit and get an idea why her eyes are watering. Her mane is nice and brushed, nice and soft. And we'll go back and do her tail. Scoot over. when we brush their tail, we brush it just like you would your own long hair. So I'm kind of just going over the top, not getting into the middle right now. And then when you want to start getting the knots out, you start at the bottom and work your way up. There's also conditioners, leave-in conditioners and spray-in conditioners you can use that help to soften their hair and condition it so it's easier to brush. Another key to a pretty tail is making sure that you brush it often. And then you don't have to worry about it getting knots. Just like with your hair, if you brush it every day, it won't get knotty. But if you don't brush it for a couple of weeks, it's not going to be very pretty. All right, the last thing that we have to do is clean out her hooves.